Hi, hello, welcome back to Curry Soup. Today we're going to be doing something very, very different because our Julian met a horrible accident yesterday. So we're going to ask him exactly what happened and how things went on from his point of view. Alright? Okay, bro. So today, in your own words, what actually happened yesterday?
At that moment, I was trying to check on the map on my phone whether I'm going in the right direction or not. Whether I'm going in the right direction or not to the restaurant that I'm supposed to pick up the food from. So the second I looked down on my phone, and the next second I tilt my head back up, I was already like 2 feet away from the car owner's bumper. So split of a second, like 0.2 seconds, I think, I rammed into the bumper. I didn't even notice what was happening. So okay, I know that the impact was there. I was like swaying towards my left, and I fell on my left. So the bike was crushing me on the top lah. So, and as I was swerving before I landed on the ground and slided for like I think like 5 meters, the first thing that came to my mind was, of all days, why today? That's all.
Why? What's special about today?
One, I was so hyped up that day that I was like determined to work hard that day to like earn extra income and all. And then plus we had plans for our videos next week, this and that. So and then yeah, that's why the thought came to mind. It's like, of all days, why today? Because plus out of the 3 months that I worked, I was in the 3 months I worked, I was looking up and down on my phone screen to check the map, this and that, and then nothing ever happened. It just everything is going so smooth for like 3 months, and then suddenly today. So yeah, that's why the question arose in my mind.
How was your condition immediately after you were already down? So how was your condition? Were you bleeding? Did you pass out?
Passing out, no, I didn't pass out. The next thing I remember is okay, as I started finished sliding on the ground already, the next thing I remember is, oh shit, what's the damage of the person's car, and then why I can't feel my left leg. Next thing I know is there's an uncle, he was crossing the road. So he helped me up. He pulled my bike up first and then put it on the stand, and then slided it to the very close to the pavement lah. He helped me up. So I went to sit on the pavement there and then tried to call my sister Brenda, and then you also, and then that's when you guys picked up lah. Yeah, that was it lah. And then I feel like my leg wasn't feeling anything. I haven't even like want to feel like opening my shoe to check whether my leg is okay or not. And then the next thing I thought was, okay, how much money in my mind lah. So I asked him, hey, your car bumper okay or not? Can you please see it? But from the way I see it, it's just some scratches, and then the bumper didn't fall off. It didn't fall off, so it's just maybe the pins cracked. So I saw the bumper was like opening a little bit like that only, and then just my bike's red paint on it lah.
Okay. How bad was the injury really? Could you, like, since you say you can't feel your left leg, can you still walk at that time?
Yeah, not really, because I tried to walk, like I tried to put pressure on it, and then I tried to limp, like, but putting more pressure on my left foot, but turns out that the pain immediately kicked in. Because like it couldn't handle any pressure at all. And then that's the point where I sat back down. But before that, the person asked me to pass him my phone number. Okay, pass him my phone number and all, and he miscalled me after and that was when I tried to walk towards my bike to check my bike, any damage, can it start or not. And then yeah, I sat back down, and then so I slowly took off my sandals, and then that's when I was taking it off, I already felt like something is wrong with my toe, around the toe area there. So as I took it off already, I saw like, oh shit, that it's my toe is like completely dislocated, like it's, like this is your toe lah. So it was sticking towards the toe next to it already. And then I could see like this side it has a bone like bulging but not bulging out, it's pushing against the skin, so my whole toe was against the side. Yeah.
So and then what happened after that? Then you called your sister and myself lah.
So this another food panda rider. A food panda rider. He stopped by the road and then he came to check on me also, asking me how I am and everything.
And then after that, you see, even with that injury, he actually rode his bike back here, and we brought him to the hospital.
So the how he was able to start that I did in the end I limped all the way there, like lifting my left leg, like limping. I was only using my right leg. I went there to check, can start. Okay, can start. So I tried to change the gears. Actually, I just had to use my hand to manually twist it and press the clutch and twist the gear in. So I maintained it at the third gear, so that I'm not going too fast, but the gear won't quite smooth lah. Okay, it was quite smooth. Third gear, I was going like 40, 50 on the way back to the house lah. Yeah.
Okay. And then after he came here, we brought him over to the hospital. So here's a clip, actually 2 clips we took at the hospital. Check it out. Okay, bro. So how long have you been waiting already?
About an hour. It's good that we can sit here the whole day, like got aircon and all, but yeah,
The waiting period lah.
do you think it would be faster if I fainted here?
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
2 hours in already. It's now 8 o'clock. Have you met the doctor yet?
No.
And how's your pain?
The pain is coming back. Can feel it throbbing more and more. Now up to my calves already.
Now it's 8 plus. And the crowd is still here and still waiting also. Okay, so bro, after watching that clip, can you explain in your words how was your hospital experience? What time you reached there? How long it took for you to complete everything? What was your diagnosis?
When you first brought me to the hospital, I think it was around almost 6 that time.
6:10, 6:15 like that lah.
6:15 like that, yeah. And then went through all the paperwork and stuff. After you handle the paperwork and all. And then the next stupid thing is none of us had any cash on us. That's the thing. I left my wallet and my phone and my power bank on the basket of my bike. Okay, but all of that was sorted out. But as you can see from the video earlier, it did took quite some time to get me to eventually see a doctor. And then
met a doctor around, I think it was already 8 plus lah.
8 plus,
8 plus when you actually
and
met the doctor.
Met the doctor and then called me in would be almost 9, I think. Yeah, almost 9. So by then it's already past 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah.
And then
3 hours.
after that was he had to do x-ray twice because the first x-ray only showed the dislocation of the big toe. And when they were moving his legs, they noted something weird, so they took another x-ray and saw that his fibula was fractured.
Yeah.
So bro, tell us about your reduction of your dislocation, your whole drug experience.
Oh shit, that's I can't totally say that it's an unpleasant experience because what they injected me with was they put me under with ketamine. I think I heard 50 milligrams. 50 milligrams. I don't know whether that's too much or not because they did ask me about my weight. I'm being 70 or 80 kilograms. So I said somewhere 80. Then I put up a bit weight already. So then I heard 50 milligrams. Isn't that a bit much? I didn't know. So I don't know lah. So I just went on with it. The next thing I know is I couldn't control my head and then just directly fell off, and then the beeping sound just increased to 10,000 times per minute. It goes on and then when I woke up, when I slowly weaned it off, coming out of it, the first thing because I'm very curious about what happened, I want to know what happened. Even the doctors were shocked, how fast I was able to talk and then ask rational questions. My head was still, because what ketamine does is as you said, you're coming in and out of your consciousness, so everything is very repetitive. so the direction and all. So the first thing I asked was, what time is it now? How long have I been out? What time is it? So it's only 10:30. Oh shit! I was like, that was fast. I felt like it's only like 1 minute under. But then I think back, because of the beating sound 10,000 times per minute, it's like you're not totally asleep, but it was that kind of high. It's like you don't feel any pain whatsoever. And then they told me what time it is already. They told me that they fixed my toe already. And I was thinking, oh, okay. And then they asked me to rest for a little more longer. So I laid back down for another 50 minutes or so till I was a bit much more stable. Then they took me out. Yeah.
So in the end, after the whole procedure, we left the hospital around 12:30.
Almost one.
Almost one,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a tiring day lah.
Mm.
So bro, this whole experience, if you can summarize it into 3 lessons people can take, what would it be?
Yeah, well, number one would be like drive safely by keeping your eyes on the road at all times, especially when it's peak hours, where like cars can immediately stop out of nowhere because there's a traffic jam and whatsoever. That is one. Second would be, okay, I know that even with all the warnings of the whole world, okay, we still do like texting while driving, checking on maps while driving. That it's I'm not saying that you can do it. It's just that you have to look at the situation, whether you can or cannot. Let's say that it's a lot of traffic, then I think you shouldn't. You must beforehand, when you're going down that road beforehand, you must go and check properly first which way you gonna turn in, which which turn you're gonna take, the left or right first, and then so you shouldn't do it in the middle of heavy traffic.
Best is just park your car by the roadside, check for
Check
half an
yeah.
hour and go. Even
Yeah.
if on the way you think you missed the road already, never mind. 5 extra minutes of turning around is better than meeting an accident.
Yeah, and then spend 6 hours in the hospital and then enduring the pain for like 3 hours before they put you under. Yeah, and then okay, so the third one would be always keep your insurance. Always keep your insurance unlapsed. Means keep paying even no matter how expensive. But insurance nowadays are not really expensive actually. Like as we all know from if insurance agents have come up to you and then show you their plans, it's just like in Malaysia, it's like even as low as 100 ringgit a month. So I think that is worth paying actually, because if you have the proper insurance already, then it's not lapse or whatever, and then you're just paying it for like 100 or 150 per month, and then the coverage is like until millions. So I think it's better that you have an unlapsed insurance, and then that way you can go directly to private hospitals, and then use your insurance to cover for you first, as that's because you will get much faster service, and the faster service is one, and then you'll be out of there as soon as maybe like 1 or 2 hours, maybe within 1 hour at best if there's not much people there. Yeah.
How was your experience in GH? How, like, if since you said you waited for 6 hours before settling everything and coming out,
Yeah.
so was it
Yeah.
like a very slow process, or how was it?
If you look at the time itself, yeah, of course we would say it's slow, like because it's 6 hours for me myself. So but then you think again, because plus the hospital at that time, it was nighttime, it was quite understaffed. So despite them being understaffed at the time, but eventually they got to me also, and then their service was good. The service was very good, and they took care of everything, like asked me the way they treat me, going through the x-ray, and then guiding us to way to go next to make everything much faster. And then yeah, the ketamine part, the putting me under was a good part lah, because they didn't want me to feel any pain at all. Yeah, which in fact I didn't. So after I woke up, I didn't feel. I asked whether they fixed it already or not, and then they said yeah. Then so that's it lah. Despite, so government hospitals is good if you don't mind waiting, and then if you can endure the pain of whatever calamity that you might experience lah, to get you to the hospital. But imagine if you had the insurance, you just pay 100 or like 150 every month like that, and then the coverage is like into the millions, so it would make it less an unpleasant experience. It would make it less an unpleasant experience if you just directly go to a private hospital. Yeah.
Alright. So drive safe, stop looking at your phone while driving, and always pay your insurance. Okay, so that concludes our interview today. And if in the upcoming videos you see Julian is always on a chair and not moving, now you know why.
Yeah.
So until the next video, bye bye.